Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is our day 3 of Python programming playlist, and today we will learn about variables. So, what are variables? A Python variable is a reserved memory location to store values. Think about them as containers. When you store something in the container, you can use it later. Just like that, variables are containers which store some data in them. Today we will learn about variables, variable names and a lot. So defining a variable. You can define a variable in Python like height is equal to 150. Here in the example mentioned above, height is the name of variable and 150 is the actual value, or you can say data, which we want to store in that variable. For example, you can define a variable like this: age is equal to 25. Here age is the name of variable and 25 is the value which we have passed to that variable. Naming a variable. You can name a variable whatever you want, but you should keep in mind and follow the rules recommended by Python Puppet. Puppet is a documentation and guideline which provides you and tells you about the best practices to write your Python programs, and you must follow them. So, first rule: never start a variable name with a number or symbol. Second, never use spaces in between. Instead, you can use underscores on and replace spaces. Third, always keep your variable names meaningful. Fourth, don't use something like A is equal to programming with Vedant. Instead, you can use a relevant name like channel name is equal to programming with Vedant. So now after all, let's get started and see this all in action. Hey guys, and we are back with our computer. So today we are going to learn about variables. And in our previous video, we learned about writing our first Python program. So open your Visual Studio Code, and here I have our program from our previous video. If you haven't accessed my YouTube channel yet or my Python playlist yet, then I will give the link in the description. And if you haven't accessed my previous video, then you can find the link in the I button now. Okay, so we have seen that variables are containers which store some value. So now we will create a variable. Okay, so first we will create age is equal to let's say 25. Okay, so age is the container and 25 is the value which we have stored inside of that age. Okay, so now how will we print this age on our terminal? For that, I have told you in my previous video that we will use our print function. So just simply write print and then use these parentheses, and inside of these parentheses just pass this age. Okay, so now I think you will get confused. Why? Because in our previous video we did something like this. We called our print function and inside of this we passed this value like so. These are basically different data types and we will learn about them in our future videos. So first, but now for now I will just simply explain you what is going on in there. So in our second line, okay, so in this second line we are passing this age which is a variable in this print function. Okay, so listen carefully. So basically this print function takes a value, as we all know, the value which it wants to give us printed on our terminal. So the print function gets a value or takes a value. So we have provided it a value. Which value have we provided? So we have this age value which we have passed in this print function. And in programming, if you provide a value to a function, you call it passing a value. So we have passed this age in this print function. So what it will do? This age will point at its value. So this age will say that I have this value. Which value it has? It is containing this 25. So it will just simply print 25. So let us check this live. Okay, So yes, we have this 25. And then what about this text then? So everything we pass in these double quotes will get printed directly on the terminal. Like if we will pass, let's say if we pass my YouTube, okay, so if I will pass like this, then it will simply write my YouTube on the terminal. If I will pass age in this, then what will happen? Our Python will get confused. It basically won't throw an error. It will just simply print this age, directly the age, not the value, the age. Why it will do like that? Why it will act like that? Because it will get confused that it will think that age is the text which we have passed in that print function, and to pass variables we don't use these double quotes. Okay, so now if we pass this age in here, then we will see the age written directly on the terminal. So now let us run our code. Okay, and don't forget to save our code first. Now we will run it. So now as you can see, this age is now printed on the terminal, and our second line, which is the age variable, it gives 25 as an output, which is the value stored in this age. Okay, so we can also do like this age. Okay, so now about variables we have another concept, like this age and this age both are different. Okay, so if I'll print this both, like age and this age, then both the values will be different. Okay, so now for now I will just erase this line. Now let us check this out. So now we have first 25 as an output, which is the output from our third line, and then we have 100, which is the output from our fourth line. So as you see that capital and small are different in Python. So variables age and variable age both are different. Okay, so Python is case sensitive language, and case sensitive is like this, that it differentiates between capital and small letters. Okay, so this is something about our variables. Now we will see about the rules which we will use to keep our code neat and clean. So you should keep in mind and you should follow these rules, and you must follow these rules. Basically these rules are recommended by PEP 8, which is a documentation or a guideline which tells you how to write your code neat and clean and the best practices to write Python programs. So our rule number 1, never start a variable name with number or symbol. So never start your variable name with number or symbol, like never do like this, one age is equal to 33. This is wrong. Our Visual Studio Code is giving us an error. Okay, so this says statement must be separated. Okay, so this our Python gets confused. What is this? Because this is our first rule, that we should never start our variable name with number or symbol. We can't use like this, we can't use like this. Okay, so we can use like this, or we can use like this. Okay, you can use any number in the end but not in the start, not in the beginning. Okay, you can do like this, age star, this will be wrong, but if you will do like this, then this will be right again. Okay, so this is how our first rule works. So the first rule is never start your variable names with with number or with a symbol. Okay, these two are wrong. If I will do like this, 55, then both these are wrong. But instead, if I want age 5, then I can use like this, age 5 is equal to 55. Okay, so these are some basic practices. And then we have never use spaces in between. Okay, if I want a variable which will store my height, then if I will create a variable height equal to 150, okay, that's properly correct. But if I want my height and my friend's height, these two variables, then I can do like this, my underscore height. I can't give these spaces. I can't use space here. I can use underscore. Okay, my height equal to 150 and friend's height. Okay, friend's height equal to, let's say, 140. Okay, or 170. Okay, so these two variables can be created with using underscores, and we shouldn't use spaces. Instead, we can replace our spaces with underscores. Then our third point, always keep your variable names meaningful. Never use irrelevant names. Like, you should never use A is equal to programming with Vedant. Okay, so the syntax is correct, but what mistake is here, that our code is not written clean because we are not following Puppet rules. Puppet suggests us that we should always use relevant names. Okay, so I can use relevant name like channel underscore name is equal to programming with Vedant. Okay, so this is the proper syntax which we should use, and this is the syntax which we shouldn't use. Okay, now I can also use channel name like this. Okay, I can also use like this, but I prefer using like this, and Puppet recommends this, so we will follow this in our entire course. So now we have covered what variables are, how to call variables, how to basically how to pass variables in print function. Like, if we have this channel name, if I will pass print channel name, okay, channel name, then what will happen? If I will pass this channel name, it is basically similar to passing it like this. If I will pass this like this, programming with Vedant, then these two inputs are different, but output will be similar. Why? Because this and this are perfectly equal. Okay, so we have these two different methods which we can use to print something on terminal. You can directly print it like this, or you can store the value in a variable first and then you can print the variable. Okay, so both are these methods are perfectly correct. Okay, so this channel name will give output exactly same as this line 3. Okay, so we will run it and look, we got the same output and there is no difference at all. So this is all about variables, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.